What's up, guys? This is a very long video. I think I clocked it at like 9 minutes. I don't expect any of you guys to stay for all 9 minutes, but I have a lot of stuff piling up on my phone, so I need to start doing some videos. This was not my recent trip to Taiwan last week. This was, let me say December, coming home in December, yeah. Went from Cambodia to Thailand to Hong Kong to Taiwan. And I'm flying home through Taiwan airport to come home via Seattle to LAX. So I love the Taiwan airport. There is a lot of good shopping you can do. There's also boba. There's a lot of restaurants that serve Taiwanese food. There's a Hello Kitty store and all kinds of high-end shopping if you want to do that stuff. So, here's some of you who've never flown through Taiwan. I think flying through Taiwan is completely one of the best things you could do, especially because Taiwan's in the middle of Asia. So if any of you guys live in LA and want my recommendation, I would recommend highly flying to Taiwan. And then from Taiwan, it's like hour and a half to the Philippines, an hour and a half to Hong Kong, 3 hours to Vietnam, 3 hours to Cambodia, 4 hours to Thailand, and 2 hours to Singapore. So something like that. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying all this footage of the random stores all around Taoyuan airport. Just me walking through the different gates in D gates. I didn't show you guys the C gates. That's going to be another video where I take my sister to Taiwan. D gates and C gates are like a 20-minute walk apart. I just really didn't care to go back to the C gates, but the reason why I'm in D gate is because of my status with Delta and the fact that I'm flying business. They invited me to the China Airlines Lounge, which is an official partner of Delta. So get to check out the lounge and see what that's all about and see what kind of food there is. So I'll be heading to the lounge in a second. This store is pretty dope. It has a lot of like artwork, toys, random stuff, books, magnets. I went in here just to look at random stuff. I actually got some fridge magnets. I'm a big collector of fridge magnets. And yeah. Check it out before I go to the lounge. So Delta doesn't really have a lounge here at Taoyuan Airport. They only have like one flight out a day, I think, and it's to Seattle. Taiwan actually doesn't even have a direct Delta route to LA, which I hope they fix and change. But anyway, here going to the China Lounge. It's downstairs below the terminal. And -4 points for having me take the stairs. I know they have an elevator, but that's not the point. The point is, I've never had to walk down to a lounge, but check out the lounge. It's actually visually stunning. It's just really long because it's underneath the terminal. So, walk right in down the stairs. There's a bunch of magazines and stuff to read. I don't read good, so I don't read. Gonna keep walking. To the left is all the chairs that you can sit in. And obviously at the end, it's the buffet. So this is the American style breakfast if you want. It has cereal, oats, orange juice, whatever. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the Asian food. So at the end of this video, is a noodle station. You can order 5 different types of noodles. They'll make the noodles for you. It only takes about a minute, so I kept filling up on the noodles. But here is the Asian buffet station. So that looks like it's fried rice. There's kimchi, there's dumplings, there's dim sum, there's meatballs. Bunch of veggies that were steamed, if you want that. And up above is the drink fridge, which I definitely took advantage of. I snuck in like a bunch of the Leo's like tea, like the chrysanthemum tea and the soy milk and the soda cans. That's what a backpack's for, guys. So if you go to the lounge, steal as much as you can. So there's the dim sum, it's the siomai and the hagao. That's definitely what I ate. So it's kind of a small buffet section. However, quality over quantity. It definitely beats anything Delta does in the States. I'm sorry, but I just don't really like American food. I just prefer having dim sum at the airport. This actually might be my first... I take that back, my second dim sum. Singapore Lounge had dim sum too, but this is pretty decent. Just stacking up my siomai. And then went to the noodle station. So, I think it's like 9 in the morning right now before my flight home. So just hanging out here. That's the tea, the Assam black tea that I took loads of on the plane. Comes with face wipes. Yeah, decided to FaceTime my family, say what's up. I think it was like I don't know if it's like 9 a.m. I think it was like 6 p.m. at home. Probably do the math wrong, but anyway, that is my lounge experience. Time to head out to the plane now. So, shout to Delta. Used my upgrade last one of the year because it's in December. If I don't use it, I lose it. So, upgraded Delta One. About a 11-hour flight home from Taiwan to Seattle. This is actually my first time flying this route. I normally fly EVA, back home from Taiwan to LA. So, decided to take the longer route just to get more bags and possibility of being upgraded, because EVA, I will never get upgraded until I start flying specifically only EVA. But yeah, this is my Delta Lounge chair. I'm seat number 1A, up in the front. This time, I actually was surprised. Not only did I come with a pillow, this is the first time I've actually seen a bed pad. I've flown Delta One all over the world, Atlanta, LA, and that one had a pad for me to put on the bed before going to sleep, which is actually nice. So the seats at Delta aren't really the most comfortable, so that bed pad helped a lot. First thing to start the day, ice cream. It was reversed. I think they served lunch first, which is why I got ice cream like an hour into the flight. And today's movie of choice was Remember the Titans. They didn't have Stomp the Yard, so I can't watch Chris Brown get shot. In the meantime, I'll just watch Denzel Washington be the best coach of all time. I think my LA Clippers eventually should just hire Denzel, so that way they could win a championship, because if you have Denzel coaching you, why not? So, first for lunch, it looks like it was quiche and eggs, and then they brought out salads, and I forgot what the main was, but pretty happy about the lunch here, actually. Let's see what it is. Okay. Alright. Looks like that is a croissant and a soup and a salad. And then here's me looking out the window. It's a beautiful view. It's a daytime flight heading into daytime, so I'm gonna really get to see night. And here's that bed pad I was telling you about. It's kind of nice. First time installing it. So I think you just unravel it. And here's me standing up, just putting it down. I think that's how it goes because I have to lie down first. But yeah, that's actually a nice touch because there is a little bit of padding, so it does help a little bit. So sitting down, and let's put the controls in. That's not what it sounds like, but whatever. And here is the midnight snack. This is like 6 hours in. I got a giant ass dumpling. That was a nice added touch because Delta flights usually don't have Asian food. And then this is a first for me. They made noodles, and then the flight attendant crew girl who's handling first was like, if you need another bowl, let me know. There's a couple people who didn't want the noodles, which we all know which kind of people didn't want the noodles, but it's all good because I'll take your noodles. And then am I still in the same movie? No, I'm on a different movie now. I forgot what I was watching, but bye.